Shalom Akim. Hey, first and foremost, we want to give out honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakatadash.
Double honor to our apostles, the great millstone, rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right, I'm Zahab, and to my left,
Kazak.
all right, behind the camera, we got the elder of war. All right, you cannot govern the world with just 10 commandments. All right, you cannot govern the world with just 10 commandments. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders.
The government should be upon his shoulder, man. What does that go to show you, man? Our nation, our culture, our heritage, it has a government, man. And that government is the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because one of the seducing spirits, one of the doctrines of devils, man, all right, is that we don't need our heritage anymore, man. You got the Christianity doctrine, okay? You got New Testament Israelites, okay? And the point is, man, in reality, you can't take Israel out of America and govern them with 10 commandments, man. You can't govern them with 10 commandments in America, man. Look at Jackson Christianity, man. That's the biggest form of hypocrisy, man. All right? Go ahead, read that again.
Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end. Upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts will perform this.
Let's talking about Yahweh Shah, man. All right, get that real quick. And Matthew was at 121, and he should save his people from his sins. All right, because you have to understand the order of what was going on in the scriptures, man. All right, it was prophesied before Yahweh Shah came on the planet Earth that Israel was going to go off and they were going to be scattered, man. All right, because of the transgression and the breaking of the law, all right, which was the covenant, which was a contract, okay? There was a contract which came with the giving Israel the law, man. But it was already prophesied that we were going to be rebellious and stubborn-hearted, all right? And we're going to be scattered, dispersed, okay? But the Most High was going to send his son, a redeemer, Yahweh Shah, to redeem his people, okay? To save them from their sins. What is a sin? It's a transgression of the law. But when you say the word sin today, that would be called a crime. Because something that would be illegal is really something against the laws of the Most High, man. Or the so-called law, or the laws of Moses, so to speak.
Yep, and it's more than just the 10 Commandments.
It is more than just the 10 Commandments. You cannot realistically govern the world by 10 Commandments, man. All right? The law, statutes, and commandments consist of 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. Protocols, judicial laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws,
Civil laws.
civil laws, all right?
Atonement laws.
Atonement laws. Okay, I think that goes, you want to say it's part of the ceremonial laws?
Okay.
But it's different facets of our law, man. That's what a nation is, man. A religion, a so-called, which the real word for religion means to hold back. Religio, to hold back, man. To keep from knowing, man. All right? But a real nation has every facet of living taken care of, man. All right? That's why it says these are matters of women. All right? It had the different protocols for women and all that. It had the military. Okay? Christianity, those 10 commandments, doesn't protect the nation, man. It's witchcraft.
Yeah, and with 10 Commandments, and the reason why the elder, he's saying it's witchcraft, because pretty much you give off the facade of being righteous when really, you know, it's just a facade for you to do as thou wilt, for you do what you want to do. But y'all don't even keep the 10 Commandments itself.
Right.
Y'all don't even keep that, man.
Yeah, because one of the 10 commandments, and I'm not saying the 10 commandments is witchcraft. I'm saying, you know, Salak, if I came off that way, what I'm saying is doing away with the law is witchcraft, man. And one of the 10 commandments was those are the plain commandments of the Most High. Thou should not put other gods before me, man. And what did you do, man? You put Crispus Serapis before you, man. Before the Most High. So-called Cesare Borgia, before the Most High, man. Okay? Thou should not commit adultery. You committed adultery as a nation, man. Esau caused Israel to commit adultery with that damn Christianity, man. All right? Thou shalt not steal. What is a preacher doing every Sunday when you take up your tithe money and put it in his pockets, man? That's stealing, man.
Yep. Thou shalt not covet.
Thou shalt not covet.
You know, and that's like pretty much the basis of America, because America is all into consumerism. But pretty much like that's a part of the culture here, to covet what someone else has got, what someone else has, and not to be content.
Yeah, you got these new cars. Jake get in debt for a $400 a month car note, $200 a month insurance. And on a license plate it say God gave it to me. Like, what God gave you that, man? According to our law, what you would know if you knew that there was more than 10 commandments, if you followed that, is that you don't put usury on your brethren, man.
Right, that loan that you paying interest on gave it to you. Not you in debt.
No, you are in debt.
Yeah, how's that godly? You being in debt.
But that goes. That's what happens when you grow up in this power structure that doesn't have the Most High in it, man. You live in Esau's world, man. The so-called white man's world. This is his world, man. And you are engulfed in his way of living, in his commandments, man. All right. Cool.
And if I could say this, the 10 Commandments is similar to when our Lord Yahweh Shai said, for the law, all of the law is fulfilled in this saying, thou shalt love one another, as thou love thyself.
Yep.
Love thy neighbor as thou love thyself.
Yeah.
So what the 10 Commandments is pretty much telling you, it's the major part of your code of conduct. This is how to be a good person.
Yeah.
If you break these 10 Commandments, you're not being a good person, because you're coveting your neighbor's wife, you're being a thief, or you're covetous, you're looking for gold, you're doing all this other stuff that you shouldn't be doing, and that makes you a bad person.
Yeah, it's a summary.
Right, but it's not telling you to take a bath. It's not telling you to grow a beard. It's not telling you that in the 10 Commandments. Which is just getting into what the elder was saying. Like, we have a whole government. We have laws and everything that tell you what to do, how to look, how to eat, how to be. But the 10 Commandments, it sums everything up on what you should be as a person. But you can't rule a nation just by going off. That's why Esau uses the 10 Commandments and tricks people, deceives people with this Christianity, man.
That's why in Genesis you would call the serpent, and you deceive Eve, or you beguile Eve. And beguile means deceive, but in Revelations 20, where it says that old serpent, all right, it's talking about that same serpent that deceived, man. Then it said that beast went out to deceive. All right, that's the same deceive that was in Genesis, man, going back to beguile.
Yeah. The same serpent.
The same serpent in that same form of deception. You deceive with philosophies, man. Our nation, our heritage is a world within itself. If you go to India right now, you will go to a place that's you are in a different world. They are engulfed in a whole different mindset than the mindset in America, man.
Yeah. They govern their people based off of their Hinduism.
Yeah.
Which they're going off, but they show you that they govern their people based off of their so-called religion.
Yep.
Okay. Now it's the same thing with us. We're supposed to govern our people, with our culture. It's like you got the word culture. It goes back to cultivate.
Yeah.
That's how our people supposed to be raised up in the laws, statutes, and commandments. And then you would know these things. You would know it's not only 10 Commandments, because you also had the book of the law. That's why it's called the first 5 books of Moses. It's the book of the law, the Torah. So you had the principal commandments, or the 10 Commandments, that was put in the Ark of the Covenant, but along with that, the book of the law, which were the rest of the laws that the 10 Commandments didn't expound upon,
Yep.
I got Matthew.
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 1, verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai.
That she is married, all right, and that son is, like you said, Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
For he shall save his people from their sins.
Yeah, their sins, because they were cast off because they broke their contract, their covenant, pursuant to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, man, for breaking the law. And it wasn't just 10 commandments they broke. See, we had a whole world in Israel, in our homeland Jerusalem, man. That's when we had turtle doves, men sacrifice, lamb, because that was breaking all types of laws, not just the 10 commandments, man. And the reason why I'm saying this, because you had people recently in the past that was going up against us with that Christianity BS, man. All right, now there's a book called How to Make a Negro a Christian, man. All right, showing you that Esau used it to tame his slaves, to make them more obedient, to be easier to control, man. But you niggas don't read, man. That's why Scripture says, blessed to see who read it, man. All right. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people,
Yeah.
and the veil that is spread over all nations.
What is that veil, man? Christianity, Roman Catholicism, ultimately. Because what happened when Esau came back in power during the Renaissance period, man? What followed the Renaissance period after the Italians, man? All right, the British Empire. All right, you got the French Empire, the Spanish Empire. And what did they spread? All sorts of Christianity, man. What is that covering cast, man? Ultimately embodying westernization, democracy, Christianity. All right, that's why you have, you about to say something? That's why you have Central and South Americans, what? Roman Catholics. All right, that's why you have us North American Israelites, born Christians, man. That's plantation religion, man. All right, that's why you have African, so-called Africans who are Hamites, Christians. All right, because when Esau came back in power, he spread that covering cast during European colonization, man. Following the Renaissance period. Go ahead.
Revelation 20 and 7 down to 8. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Who was Satan, man? Esau. Their prison was, he lost his power from around 325 AD to around 1325, 1350 AD, man. All right, he came out of that prison during a rebirth or the Renaissance period, man. All right, go ahead.
And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
He went out to deceive the nations, what? Through his philosophies. All right, democracy, Christianity. All right, but right now we're emphasizing Christianity, man. That's part of that covering cast, man. Crispus Serapis. All right, the so-called white Jesus, man. All right, that Christianity pacified everybody while they welcomed him into their land just so he could steal their resources, man. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the same thing is still going on to this day, man. Because brothers talking about that movie on Netflix, Samson. You know, then you have other Bible movies in the past. You know, Exodus, gods versus kings, stuff like that. You know, well, recently Elder Pastor Hart just did a video going into the Renaissance period. You know, and just to lay back off the elder's point. You know, all you see is those Edomite frescoes, icons, different famous pictures, man. That
was the main thing that happened during the Renaissance period was iconoclasm. So look, we back in power. Let's destroy all these niggas' icons, man. All the original paintings of the Messiah and the disciples, man. All the saints. Let's either destroy them or pay artists to paint over them, man. Read the book Russian Icons, man. Okay, that came with the Renaissance period, man.
Yeah, and I saw the art. You know, I was researching, and I saw the art to where it showed Edomites pulling down statues and everything. They had ropes, conquistadors and conquerors. They had ropes and they was pulling down statues and everything, man. There's pictures of that out there, you know.
Hey, here in America, Jake don't know. Jake blind as a bat, and Jake is the result of being lied to. The mindset you see Jake in, that's the result of being born into a lie. Being born into your single mama being a damn Christian, your daddy being a real nigga that's either locked up, dead, in jail, or is a corporate wage slave. Okay? So you wake up lost, man. But that's why the most I say he's gonna remove that covering cast. Now the energy is out. Now the truth is out, man. Or the horror is being stripped. And part of that horror is being stripped is the game she played. Every hoe come with mind games. America's no different. This great whore came with mind games to finesse the nations out of their money, man. All right? And that mind game was Christianity and democracy, man.
First Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Yep. And that happened back then during the time of the Maccabees. Then it happened again during the Renaissance period, man. And we're gonna draw this lesson to a closing. Did any elders have anything they wanted to say? Well, with that, we hope you brothers are edified. To the next lesson, Shalom.
Verse 13.